It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC East foes. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles under the lights on Monday night.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. They know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Prescott now. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Prescott on 1st down. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
Right to the air, it's Hurts. Brought in by the tight end, Dallas Goedert.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. Here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He'll take off again. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 7-3. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the second time. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Prescott, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll try the right side this time. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here now, 3rd and 5. Pistol now for Prescott. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger onto punt for Dallas. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Here's Hurts. He's going to keep it himself.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Here's 3rd and 2. now it's Hurts. And on third down, that ball incomplete. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Kavontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground and showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9. Second and a yard. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Third and a yard. Throwing is Prescott. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Dak. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To the air again. Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Prescott again. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
So second down, and they'll run it. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Now another try at first and goal, albeit from a little further back. Back to the ground after the penalty. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, second down and goal. Prescott. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Cowboys go out to a 10-3 lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Third down, 3 to go. Now Hurts. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go play action. It's Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Sidney Brown there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First down, Prescott. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Third and long. Here's Dak to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the first down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield past the sticks and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Man in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Man in motion is Brown. On second down, Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try to run here with Barkley. A pickup there of 13. Good for an Eagles first down.
We've seen third down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Barkley. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Mozzie Smith, the former first-round pick, makes the play. On play action, here's Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Mozzie Smith, the former first-round pick, makes the play. Hurts working in the pistol. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third and short, and Hurts will throw. He'll try to set up the screen to Dillon. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on third down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, You better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Hurts will try it again. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. A.J. Dillon. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
First and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. In motion, Lamb. 2nd down, Prescott. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
It is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Taking off, he'll try to get there. They get an even 20 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Just when you're thinking defensively that you've got the play covered, the quarterback's able to tuck it down, escape, and somehow pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. That is caught at the 3. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for second down and 4. On play action, Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now a third and 2. To the air again, Hurts. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. Again, Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Man in motion is Brown. Hurts again. The throw on the run is complete. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal. He's taken down at about the 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles will come back to tie things at 17. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Prescott. Catch made by Pickens. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
The Eagles offense going to get it one final time in this first half. And now, after the quick change, following the interception and the return, they're going to try to pay it off with 6. It is 1st down and goal. Hurts. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will go up by 7. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He keeps it himself. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be from 56 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will cut the lead down to 4. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback, that's Jalen Hurts. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's 2nd down. Hurts to throw. Toward the sideline. There's Brown. Now Mike McCarthy not happy with that call, and he has thrown the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. try to pick this one up on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Hurts now. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up 4th down.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
First and 10 now from the 36. They put Pickens in motion. 1st down, Prescott. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack.
You got to find a happy medium as a quarterback between knowing when to extend the play and just knowing when to go down. In this case, the defensive tackle gets there in a hurry. He puts an end to this play before it even gets started.
On play action, here's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Dak facing 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. His kick is good. From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, now it's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Hurts. In trouble, and down he goes.
The relationship between pass coverage and the rush unit, that's what every defensive coordinator is striving for, and this is a great example why, Mike. They clog up all the throwing lanes, nowhere to go with the ball, and it allows that defensive front to get home.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Dak. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A gain there of 24 yards. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. Prescott now. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. That's caught left side by Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. And that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they'll remain out front by 1.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Following the penalty, he'll run it. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown, but now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. He'll get this out wide. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big gain.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. There he goes again. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. They'll run it here with Saquon. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
And they'll throw here with Hurts. He'll go right and find his running back.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
First and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
That's to the outside. He's got Smith. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Now Hurts. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive will start on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Play action now. Prescott. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, Cowboys.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a run going left, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. To the ground, He'll get it again. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Now Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Devontae Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Prescott. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
2 defenders in the area, Mike, but it just doesn't seem to matter. This is an offense that continually trusts their guys to make big plays regardless of the coverage, and they're able to pick up a fresh set of downs because of it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want, but I can promise you this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
This pass right side, caught by Lamb.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 2nd down, Barkley. He will get this to the 35, a little short of the first down.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. To throw, Hurts. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
What that play call tells me is that play caller made up his mind. We're on 3rd and inches. If we don't get it, we're going for it on 4th down. So he really treated that 3rd down like 2nd down. They work the outside part of the field, simple pitch and catch. It's a nice pickup.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Hurts. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll send a tight end in motion. They run out of the gun with Barkley. Finds an alley to the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
I've always gone with the logic on the zone read, Mike, defensively, that you want to tackle the back. Make the quarterback keep it, because in this case, as you see, he gives the ball to his back with a hole. He can take it a long way.
A pistol snap, back to Hurts. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the air. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Off he goes. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
Now Hurts. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly, nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
Second down, goal to go. To throw is Hurts. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Back-to-back sacks back them up. What's going to happen now on 3rd and goal? They'll drop to throw. And he's in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now this looks like a design run, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Here's 1st down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Prescott on 1st down. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
To the air again, Prescott. Quickly to the outside and complete. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down. They'll throw again. Dak. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Again, Prescott to the air. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Second and goal. Prescott again. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Third and goal for Prescott. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Here we go. The noise is deafening. It's 4th and goal. Here we go. One final play. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
One play, 4th down. Everything you've done comes down to this point, Mike. I mean, what a finish. Somehow they dial up the play they need when they need it the most. And it looks like they're going to get out of this one with a victory.
An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here is 1st and 10. Now, Hurts. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night.